So I'm back here with Richard Ting, Executive Creative Director for Mobile here at RGA. We're talking about mobile apps. So I'd actually like to know, what are some of the most successful apps that you've seen out in the marketplace, and why do you think they were that successful?
So let's start with some paid apps. Angry Birds. I think that's the one that pretty much half the world is playing right now. One of the reasons that it's such a great app is because it's very simple to use. My 4-year-old daughter plays it all the time. I think another application that is great is Words with Friends. And that's a great application because of the social nature of the application. You get to essentially play this Scrabble game with your buddies, and you don't have to be in the same place. So having that social hook is very important to the success of that application. I think on the free side, there's one app that I've been looking at. It's called Find My iPhone. If you lose your iPhone, this application helps you track down your iPhone. So from a utility standpoint, it's the perfect tool. So when you think about it, what is common with all these applications is the fact that they're simple to use and they provide tremendous value to the consumer.
I thought it was interesting, there was this one app, Color, that you're probably familiar with.
Yep.
I mean, everybody's into this photo sharing. Instagram became a hugely popular app for photo sharing, but something like Color didn't take off. Why do you think that was?
The great thing about Instagram is it's super simple. You take a photograph, you add a filter to it, and then you can share it with your circle of friends. I think one of the things that happened with Color was that you were actually sharing your photos with people, but you're sharing them with random people. And I think sharing your photos with random people is probably not quite as fun as sharing your photos with people that you know.
Design-wise, how do you make something as usable as possible?
You know, design and usability will make or break an application. So I think one of the main design principles that we have here at RGA is to try to keep things as simple as possible. There's that famous Steve Jobs quote about, focus on the good stuff, get rid of the crappy stuff. I think the applications that really focus on that single user input, those are applications that people tend to really embrace because they're just simple to enjoy.
How do you get your app known by people?
That's the biggest challenge, I think, for app developers these days. I think if you're a scrappy startup, working with some influencers in social media to help promote your application is a different way to promote your app. I also think application developers that design into their application social sharing features and social hooks, because users that have great experiences inside an application, they're going to tell their buddies about it, and they're going to post it into news feeds, they're going to tweet about their actions inside the applications as well. So making it very, very easy to share is definitely one thing that could help an application go viral.
What are some new unexplored areas that you don't think they've tapped into in the mobile market yet?
I think one area that's about to explode is NFC, near field communications. Just being able to pay for products by swiping your device. I think that's a hot area for the next year or so.
Well, that's a nice segue into our next segment, which will be about how to make money with apps. For now, Rich, thanks a lot.